Love how we got started. I thought the first half for us was good on both ends of the floor. We really defended, kind of chased them out of some stuff. I thought, again, our ball pressure really helped us, and we're pretty efficient offensively. We can spread that floor. We got a lot of guys who can make shots, and we can pass it. And, I was really proud of, we got better from last Saturday. It'll be a good half to watch. They're really good. I love their team. They're going to go a long way. And when you play older guys like that have played together, that's a challenge. I was really concerned. But, again, I think our defensive ball pressure, and when we substituted, we didn't have a dip really, especially in the first half. We were able to keep our energy up because it takes a lot of energy to play that way on the defensive end, so we need some more bodies. What Jaron Grant did was, he's one of the best basketball players in the country. He's a heck of a college basketball player, and I think he's come back in a really great frame of mind, and I thought he got himself to 30 in a very methodical way.
Were you impressed with the way Jaron got it in the flow of the offense?
Yeah. He's always a guy that, we've been on him about not shooting, turning it down too much, maybe be too much of a playmaker. I thought, and he had a practice Monday where I told him, I said, would you take more shots? And he took 15 shots in practice. He's got to score for us. And I thought he was really good, going for it. And he got good looks. Teammates got him open. We ran some stuff for him to jumpstart him, and we found him. Then it could always revert to, then he's got to be a playmaker for us too, because he can do that. But he does have to score for us and hunt it. And I thought, again, he doesn't really force anything. He lets the game come to him, and that was really kind of clinic stuff. It's just methodically letting the game come to you, and you look up, and he got great shots. But, he's got teammates that can really pass, and we got a number of guys that can move that. We can really move the ball. It's really a strength of ours, and we're going to need it all year.
What did you think of the activity you got out of Zach, especially at the beginning of the whole thing?
Big time, yeah. He's getting confident, man. We started the game throwing it into him, and we kept getting team fouls on them, and that's how we got to play. I thought we did a good job of getting him touches when he was in there. And, he continues he just continues to get better and improve for us. And I love the tandem we have, because when Gebbin goes in, Martin Gebbin gave us great stuff, especially defensively. He really guards and rebounds, and he screens for people. So that's a nice tandem where you don't have to play any of them too long. You get to keep them fresh. And we've tried to get a feel for that tonight, rotating 5 minutes for Zach, get in there for 4, Martin back in with Zach, that kind of thing.
Defensively, was it sort of not necessarily a wake-up call, but hey, we've got to be even better after their first bucket's a drive right down the lane.
Yeah.
They hit like two of their first 3 and then 2 of their next 17.
Yeah, I thought as much as you walk through the speed of their, we walked through their stuff, or we should say we played it. We had our blue team run it, but they don't run it as fast as they run it. Like, they really had some stuff, and I think I didn't do a good job in preparation of talking about some more switching situations when light guys dribble exchange and so once they got a feel of that, we did a better job of staying in front. We switched some more things. I didn't let them switch it in practice, so I think we were kind of on our heels. And then they kind of figured it out. Jaron and Demetrius kind of figured it out. What we did, though, is we chased them out of their pattern. They put their head down and drove, or they backdoored us, and our rotation was good in the first half. We really rotated over, and there were bodies there. We tried to get some charges, and we got enough one-and-dones to get out and transition, and gives yourself some breathing room.
What does it do for an offense to have a perimeter threat?
Well, he does a little bit of everything. He could come back next Friday and score 12 and get 12 assists, and 4 steals. But, he's a guy that can really get going. And we've seen him get going like to finish a game. But tonight we kind of saw it for 40 minutes or 30 minutes when he played, and that's something we talked to him about. Like, he's got to score for us and hunt his stuff. But the great thing is we have some other guys that can, we have some other shot makers around him, so you can't help off those guys too much because he's really good at finding people too.
He said when he was away, he watched a lot of film of of a student of the game. What have you noticed is different about him that he's applied from that?
Well, he's so much more mature. He's come back. His preparation every day is more like a pro. He's a senior now. His academic schedule's a little bit different than the other guys. So what he can do is get in here and get shots up. He had a routine today after pregame meal. Him and Coach Solomon spent some time together, and when I come out, he's stretching with the rubber bands that we have. His whole routine of how he approaches each day basketball-wise is that of a man now and not a kid. He's always had a really high basketball IQ. He has a great feel for the game. You can talk basketball with him. He's got good instincts, got a great feel for our system. I love his recommendations on sets at timeouts. He may see something and say, Coach, let's try this next time. So, with us for 5 years now, he really has a good feel. But he's come back. He's a man now, and he handles business like a man.
Is there anything about his craft as a shooter that you notice that you really like?
Yeah, well, I think he's just got more shots up. You know what I love? What we've been on him about, the ball reverses to him and he has an open shot. When he was younger, he would overanalyze it and drive one more time and maybe kick it. Now, he'd kick it to a guy who could make a shot, but I'm like, why don't you take that? And I thought tonight, for a whole game, when it swung to him and he had a shot, he took it every time. And, he needs to do that. I mean, the numbers say when he's got an open look, take it. I mean, he can even make bad shots. He's a guy that can create and get you some bad stuff. But just take what the defense gives you. Don't overanalyze it. And I thought he did a really good job. I think it was a big step for him tonight to, just come out hunting his stuff to get us started.
He's not a captain in January.
Yeah, I think, when we vote on it, you always look at it. Pat really has been our strongest voice, and that's almost obvious. And, we almost have a little bit of a leadership council, I'll say. Pat's our captain and should be. He's our main voice. And, Jaron and Berg have a lot of say in things. And, maybe after the first semester before you get into the ACC, you look at it. Now, if he keeps playing like this, I ain't going to mess with a captainship with him. I'm not even going to ask, And the one thing for him is I just want him to play. He's got a good voice. The one thing that's really developing is Demetrius Jackson's voice. You can see that. He is really starting to lead us, and he should. He's our quarterback, but he's really got a good things to say, and he's saying them with confidence. That's going to be something that's going to help us throughout the year.
Do you have a preliminary feel on Austin's?
It didn't pop out, but it's a muscle strain, probably a couple days. Just too bad. He's had some bad luck on the injury front, but he's an active guy. He's flying all over the place. But I think by Monday practice he'll be back.
You start league play before the end of the semester, sorry.
That's right, we do. Yeah, we do. We'd look at I like where we're at right now with Pat. Those guys having like a secondary voice. Who knows? Who knows? Thanks, guys.